Hey guys, if you see me sneezing at some point, it's because I have a cold. But anyway, I'm ready. I got my tissues, I got my water. You can't see the tissues, but it's fine. So today we're gonna talk about selling yourself. Here's the thing. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and somebody that I knew was being interviewed, and this person said, "I really admire this person. I admire this person from the bottom of my heart. From the I don't even know if you say it like that, but like I love them from the bottom of my heart. I admire them so deeply." And this person said, he was asked, "What is the most important thing when it comes to, you know, entrepreneuring, like building a company or whatever?" And he said that the most important thing was having a good idea. Like, if your idea is good, it can thrive. And your business can be good, like, if the idea is good. Like, if it has the potential, no matter the difficulties, no matter the everything that can come your way, the obstacles, whatever, like, it can turn out fine if you have a good idea. I disagree. Here's the thing. Well, I think I'm gonna make a mini series on fucking selling and all that stuff. Not that I'm an expert at selling or like selling myself or anything, but I think I have some relatively intelligent things to say. Here's the thing. You know, my mom used to say this. I don't know how to translate it into English, but there's a saying in Spanish that is like, it's not so important to lay the egg. Like, it's just as important to lay the egg as it is to um how do hens like say like cock-a-doodle-doo? No, that's what roosters say. I don't know, like it's not so important to lay the egg, but like to announce that you laid the egg. You know what I mean? Like the like what is that sound? I don't know. But it's just as important to lay the egg and to say it. You know what I mean? So, and I think that it's even more important to sell, like to say that you laid the egg over laying the egg. And by that, obviously you need a product, right? But I think, I mean, obviously you need a product, like that's non-negotiable. You need to be selling something. But your product doesn't have to be that good. I don't think it has to be that innovative. I don't think it has to be something super new. I don't think it has to be anything like out of this world. I just think it has to be good enough to be sold. Like the quality has to be good enough. Like it has to be good enough a product. It doesn't have to be like even the best in the market or whatever, but it needs to be marketed well. It needs to be, yeah, it needs to have a brand that is like strong. You know what I mean? Like you need to sell it well. You need to sell yourself. For instance, when it comes to makeup and stuff like that, how many influencers have like makeup brands and all that stuff? How many singers, like Ariana Grande has her makeup brand. Rihanna has her makeup brand and her lingerie brand. Selena Gomez has her brand. Well, she's not a singer, but oh my god, why? I'm thinking Lana Rhodes, but no, her company is called Rhode. Hailey Bieber. Oh my god. So Hailey Bieber has her brand. You know what I mean? Well, she sold it. But anyway, like those girly pops. I don't know. I've never had their brands. You know what I mean? I buy Essence. I buy stuff from Kiko. I buy stuff from Primark and stuff. Like I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not a really expensive girly. But they. I don't know how good their makeup brands are, but they are successful. We have to all agree, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing. We all have to agree that their brands are successful because they're the faces behind or in front of the makeup line or whatever. It's like, this is my makeup brand. I'm selling this makeup. People are gonna buy it because it's you. If you like Ariana Grande's music, if you like Selena Gomez's music, or their movies or whatever, if you're a fan of theirs, you want to support them or whatever, or you want to look like them, you want to have their aesthetic or whatever, you buy their makeup. They are the salesmen. You know what I mean? I don't know if their makeup is better than Clinique. If it's better, well, Clinique is hypoallergenic, and I use hypoallergenic makeup. I can't buy Clinique, but I can't afford it, but I buy other brands. Anyway, we're getting out of topic. But the thing is, like, I don't know if, the L'Oreal, is that L'Oreal Paris, or I don't know, whatever line of makeup, or like MAC Cosmetics or whatever, House Labs by Lady Gaga. Like, I don't know how good those brands are. I don't know if the quality is good. I don't know if they're, well, obviously when it comes to the shades, they have to be inclusive and all that. Like, obviously they have to have all those things. I don't know if they're better or worse when it comes to the quality of makeup, when it comes to like cruelty free or whatever, but they have their brands. That is a really important thing. First, they get to know your brand because they know you, and then, okay, you can look up information. Okay, is it cruelty free? Is it vegan? Is it the same thing? I don't know. Or is it hypoallergenic? Is it whatever it is? Is it inclusive? Does it have my shade? Whatever. It has to have those things. And so I think your brand doesn't need to, like, for instance, like I've heard this, I don't know for a fact, but Hailey Bieber's brand, Rhode, like it was rumored to not meet like standards of like the, I don't know, apparently like the recipes or whatever for the ingredients were not that good or something like that, at least so I've seen on the internet. I have no idea for a fact, but imagining that is true, one, I don't think anyone has died from that, and two, it didn't, you know what I mean, it didn't prevent it from being successful. You know what I mean? Like imagine that is true, which I, like I said, I don't know. Like if that is true, it hasn't really, you know what I mean, like the company was still really successful. I think she sold it for $1 billion or something like that. Who did she sell it to? Sephora, Target, I don't remember, but she sold it for $1 billion. You know what I mean? Like that comes to show, like I said, if that is true, that comes to show that okay, the product is probably not the best in the market, it's probably not the best quality, it's probably not whatever, but you're selling it. Obviously they've also done like amazing marketing brands and all that stuff, brands, I mean like campaigns and stuff like that, you know, like the phone case that you can put your lip gloss in, like that was genius. Like I wanted to have Rhode makeup just to buy that. Oh my god. And you know, you have to do those things, you know, it's you who is selling it, you know what I mean, people know you, people trust you, people want to look like you, people want to have your aesthetic, they buy it, and you also come up with these new things, people want it, you know what I mean. I think even if your makeup is not the best, maybe it's not the best coverage, maybe it's not the best quality, maybe it's not the best ingredients, maybe it's not hypoallergenic, maybe whatever, but I think it's more important to sell the product than having the best product in the world. You can have a good idea, it has to be good enough, okay, but selling it, I think selling it is the most important part. So yeah, that was my little ramble of today. If you want to take my advice, as I mean, I'm saying this with all the humility in the world. I don't have a business of my own. Even my own content hasn't really blown up. Like I'm not famous or anything. So like it's not like you should take my advice too seriously, but it's what I think from what I've seen, and I've done a few subjects in marketing in college, you know what I mean? Like I think I know a few things and I see correlations, but take my advice with a grain of salt, but I think that that's the tea. Like if you want to ask somebody who's not a business owner for advice, that's my advice. Okay? So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time. Bye.